A victory for patients and providers. Doctors and state leaders are saying our initial coverage on November 21st put the multi-billion-dollar insurance company under an uncomfortable microscope. And just hours ago, Anthem backed down.
This is cruel. This is profit-driven. This is greed-based.
Few people know how money and medicine mix better than State Senator Saud Anwar, a lawmaker who's also a doctor.
The fact that they are coming up with such a policy on their end tells us what kind of company they are.
Fox 61's initial story put the spotlight on Anthem for a controversial policy change that would have cut off anesthesia coverage at an arbitrary time limit during surgery. The company responded with an initial statement gaslighting doctors, blaming them for inaccurate billing, saying the policy, quote, identified additional ways to safeguard against potential anesthesia provider overbilling.
For them to say that people are taking longer time for the surgeries is far from the reality.
The policy changes sparked fear that surgeries would be rushed. Providers would be incentivized to choose patients with a lower chance of surgical complications.
This might even constitute an unfair insurance practices claim. So we're going to be looking into it. I'm reaching out to Anthem today, and we're going to get to the bottom of it.
The issue caught the attention of state leaders like Comptroller Sean Scanlon.
My office was hearing from constituents all across Connecticut who were scared, concerned, outraged.
And Attorney General William Tong. They fought back.
So what does that mean? Are doctors going to be waking patients up in the middle of surgery, or are they going to be rushing through surgery because they won't get paid? And then on top of that, there'll be a surprise medical bill for patients after their surgery if the anesthesia goes on too long. Come on, Anthem, you could do better than this.
A sentiment shared by many across the state who have not only criticized Anthem for their policy on anesthesia, but for slashing reimbursement rates for special needs therapy providers like speech pathologists and occupational therapists. That has resulted in higher copays and reduced appointment time. In the end, Anthem reversed course.
It applies to every single person in Connecticut, whether they're on the state employee plan or whether they have a commercial plan through Anthem. At the end of the day, they're not going to carry forward this policy, and that's a win for the state of Connecticut.
Reporting in Wallingford, Matt Karen, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And Anthem released a statement on the matter to Fox 61 saying their decision to reverse course was due in part to, quote, significant widespread misinformation about an update to their anesthesia policy. Anthem says the proposed update was designed to clarify the appropriateness of anesthesia consistent with well-established clinical guidelines.